seen though, Tiamba, even when they're down to dire straits, they still find a way to make it work. We'll check back in with that in a moment though, as it seems like there is a bit of a compound commotion going on here. Tiamba are down and out.
Yeah, tough one for Tiamba there. I mean, again, you've only got 3 more matches to do this, and I think they've set themselves up pretty well. Nasty nade just dribbles down the stairs there and will end up in his lap.
Oh, mate, could be some more carnage where that came from as well. Big Papa Pump in the hands of Pmwc Vibes as the DBS is looking to give a very aggressive hello to the start of this one. Switches out to the utility instead, wants to block off the angle and force them to cascade further back.
Interesting fight here, honestly. I mean, they're so low on both teams, but it feels like 4MV is getting back up to power much, much quicker here. The Xavier coming out. Lamborghini is flushed, and 4MV is just getting rid of the stragglers now. As DXavier went for a bold play early on to try and take this position off the hands of Pmwc Vibes. They have hurt them, but not quite enough.
Ooh, and that's an unfortunate way to go out then in the end for Paragin. Slides
foot there. They were down to 3 already, so they know they desperately need that third play to have any kind of hope at having some of these equalized fights. Good shots from 4MV here. Brute Force tried to circumvent round D plus Kier, but puts them in an awkward scenario. Good initial nade though. Keep things at bay, but it's not enough. 4MV is lighting them up.
Yeah, the brute force is good for the offense, but the defense right now not tenacious enough as Pmwc Vibes run in and initiate the cleanup crew protocol. Overall, we're dropping squads left and right. Vampire still towards the coast side, looking to make a bit of a move up as well now, finding an opportunity.
The fact that they've been allowed to walk up 2 Mad Bulls, 3, the utility can't be that high from the Mad Bulls. And with Vampire having a lot of time to loot round Mini Milter, then take that boat into position, they should be good to go.
Yeah, they're looking like they're gassed up for this one as well. Want to kick off the engagement. That's one way to take the top off like a can opener. Snipe their way through the side. Close the distance between them. The shotties can get up close. Response is clean back, though. Here we go, Dulika. Lighting things up.
I mean, it looked good at the start there from Nuzi, but it seems to just be a doozy here for Dulika. Pulls out the S12K. They're not getting the shipping container. He's going to ship them straight back to the lobby. Very nice hold with 7 eliminations. This is what Mad Bulls needs. Down in 22nd place now. We're able to dig themselves out from 24th. Nice to see. Easy peasy. Nice plays from the Mad Bulls. That's going to be some confidence that they desperately needed today. Has felt a bit rough for them. 4MV with their 9th elimination will sit themselves up into 3rd place here. Teams just keep assaulting them, and I think that they're delivering a message to the rest of the lobby right now.
Yeah, they want to show that they're not scared. They're just fighting fire with fire, and right now it's lighting the fuse for those nades that are raining in and blowing away the opposition again. Pmwc Vibes delivering when they're put under pressure today.
This is a crazy game to start things off, Jackie. You do have this issue where so many squads had to get here so quickly. It was not easy at all. But they've managed to do it. They've got in, they're in position. 4MV.
The confidence is there, and that's something you always want to see when they're in the battleground. Ooh.
What are you doing?
Yeah, this feels a bit rough. Alliance usually so switched on over the course of the day. At the minute, though, you isolate yourself and lose out in an important way against Talon.
I think they try to hold up on the high ground for a long time. I think as soon as you see that circle shift, you should just be moving. And for Talon coming back into this one from that west side, you probably should have expected some teams that would have made it across that western or eastern bridge. Leon's is furious, just desperate for the rest of his team to get across that road to regroup with him. There is a bit of a comeback here, though, from Alliance over towards Talon. Can't count this team out. Currently 2nd place, the only team with 2 chicken dinners in the tournament so far. So really doing some good stuff.
Oh, man.
And Leon's by himself. He's taking down 4MV.
Yeah, he's like literally soloing this right now. He's just taking on the raid boss and dealing a good amount of damage out one by one. Misery loves company as well, Blank, and the problem is it might be in the favor of more elims going the way of Yoodo Alliance versus Talon as they come up the hill. They've been dashing nades back to back to back, but they're going too wide with the geometry. They're up close with the weapons now. You've got to be split-second decision-making with this. Pulls out for the secondary, does good damage on the first, and they're starting to make it look rough.
Mate, Leon's is still having an impact on this fight. He's securing the location ahead and securing the location behind. He is on a swivel this game. Naxel attempting to get down the hill, but there's already players snaking it out. And there's no room for him. There's no room for him and his teammate currently in the circle. The blue pushes right up against his head here.
Just one single player looking to make much done. We talk about solos, though. Look at the discipline on this. Still finding opportunities to take isolated fights and get a couple more points, even if he is.
Okay, Mark, and this is the kind of guy he's always been. What is Leon's up to?
Oh, man, how's he keep this going?
He's decimating right now in the lobby. Lovely to see. This is what I was saying about Tulika is he is very hot and cold, but you take him off the leash, he gets a little bit of that adrenaline pumping through his body, and he will go off, right? And I think those 2 eliminations at the start of the game was what he needed, right? You got to get that confidence back, and I think now what we need more than ever is the Tulika of old, right? Just unwieldy to the team, like a broadsword, but he does the damage.
He really does. And there could be more damage coming the way of Yoodo Alliance here. Leon's has been maintaining this pace. He's isolated pre-pod. He sniffed out the weakened man.
No way!
And he does it again. Leon's. Clearly there's some kind of voodoo in that camp because Yoodo Alliance do not stop. Even when they're down and out, they find opportunities to make it work.
This man is just taking names, writing them down on a piece of paper and just ticking them off as he goes. Falcons. Remember what we talked about, that really strong position over towards our eastern side, but they are starting to be cut out of the zone. But Leon's is starting to feel like a real threat in the circle, even as this solo member. Vampires go out, not able to hold that position on towards that south side. They did live for a little bit longer, getting that 6th place. Not ideal, but it's still better than going out that early to Mad Bulls.
Could have been a lot worse. And there's still so much room in this one to go topsy-turvy. We're hitting ourselves into quite an important piece of the pie then. Top did a good job on turning onto Vampire and keeping the backline covered. They can focus on the front, but they're taking damage. The wings are clipped as Mad Bull's ratio on the contact.
English starts things off strong. I love the way that Mad Bull's built their team. You know, a couple of players from Pmwc there of old. Fleek.
It's not just him. That's the fact that you're bringing up, right? You've still got by far the largest amount of firepower in terms of the man advantage on the server.
English and Fleek, a long-time duo in the past on teams, now reunited, and they're just playing off the back of one another, letting Tulika get his thing done. Top's able to take down Baron before that nade goes off, so Mad Bulls will be taken away. One of those elims. Leon's from the backside, though. We'll find another. Confirms it onto English. This guy is the big story of the map. Down to just 2 players. This is go any way, honestly, at this point in time.
Oh, man. Alliance. Leon's. The 4 fingers that are finding a way to bite back every opportunity they're given. And he will not go down without a fight. He has played it smart, played it slow, found opportunities to come in like a scalpel and cause carnage over the course of the remaining time he's had right here, Blank. And if he can still add more to his total tally, this could be a devilishly good game. If he fins the numbers, you've got an opportunity. He could still make something work here.
That was the best member he could have taken out as well. Onto Mad Bulls, dropping him down to 2 players. There's a real chance now for him. As well as the fact that he gets a massive resupply. 7 grenades in the back pocket, 2 Molotovs. He's got a lot to work with there, and that 1 elimination might just be the difference maker. Fleek on the back of a tree. This is easily nadeable here for Leon's.
Oh, Leon's. How far can you take it? Can he live his movie the whole way through and somehow snatch away another chicken dinner? Is that the storyline that could potentially be built from this one? It would be off the back of broken, busted squads that have come in front of him. He's taking damage from the side, though. Fleek spots him out. Nade thrown wide. He's looking to punish now. Bobbing, weaving. The man's a Hell in a Cell boxer, and he's looking to throw out the right hook. Switches back to the nade. Wants to engage on this one. He's waiting for his opportunity, primed and ready. The damage is going to go wide, Blank.
He's got so many to work with. Got a Molotov as well. Hasn't used it just yet. Sends it behind the tree, but Fleek's playing pretty perfectly until that one knocks him right in the gob. Another nade sent out randomly over the side, clearing out the other tree. Now knows that Tulika's further down the hill here. What is happening here? A 1v1v1. A 4-way towards the end with 2 in front. Heads down the hill, spots another there. That should be an easy elim for Leon's. Strikes it up to 13 elims. Contains the high ground. What an incredible game this has been so far from a solo.
Lucky number 13 for Leon's, but he doesn't need any luck. It's all skill right now with the way that he's been playing this one out, focusing on being able to isolate these next two fights. There's such a good timeline for him here. He's got through the hard part. He's just got to be able to pull it out. Ooh. Lucky to be alive. That one really was divine intervention. He can tuck back into cover, re-heal off the back of it. He's still standing.
Top out in the open here, challenging him to peek out. Gets a spot onto Rogue as well. This is perfect news for him. Circle's going to close in. Stage 9, last one. This will pull all teams together. And Leon's has to run down this hill. Brazen play he'll have to make.
He's looking for that opportunity. His best bet before he kicks in those sprint boots and starts on running. There's the response back though. First pickup.
Yo!
Oh, he goes on to do it. A massive performance. Yoodo Alliance, they do not go down. Leon's as a solo stand strong, and once again, a chicken dinner is theirs.
What an insane game there from Alliance. They were